What is up, guys? Dozo3 here, and like I said, we're back in D2. We just did Ice and Shadow, so now we're going to do Unbroken. Unbroken is a mission from the base game. Decent mission. And that'll give us our powerful gear for the story missions for the week. I really wish there was an Osiris mission, because I just want to shit on that DLC, but I'm not going to take a dedicated video to shit on Osiris when Forsaken's been out for 3 or 4 months. I'm not going to go out of my way to shit on Osiris, which we all forgot about. No one goes to Mercury. I still have Mercury tokens. Like, remember when tokens were a thing? I still have Mercury tokens. That's how completely irrelevant that place is. I've probably been there once since the DLC dropped to do a Flashpoint. Alright, so let's do Unbroken.
Here we go. We're in the carrier.
Good. Your target is Thumos the Unbroken, one of Gaul's chosen. The key codes to his ship are your ticket to the Almighty. Hawthorne had a run-in with him while you were off planet.
Dude, this campaign, honestly,
for a reason.
it was
I tell
good.
you to be careful, but that didn't help the last team I sent out.
I think my thing with this campaign, I think as a story, as a pure story, it was better than Destiny 1 Vanilla. But what Destiny 1 Vanilla had that this one doesn't, was, and what Destiny 1 overall had that was so much better than D2, and one of the reasons I liked D1 better, was Destiny 1 really until the whole game in D1, and ow, fuck. And this game really started getting into it more in probably Warmind Forsaken era. But in D1, the whole game was mystery, lore, and discovering things. You know, I've watched a lot of videos on all the shit on Oryx. The Book of Sorrows, I think it's called. I've watched so many videos on it because it's interesting. This game didn't really have that. Gaul just kind of flies in and says, bitch, I'm going to kill you all. Like, at least with Crota, there was a story. Then when we killed Crota, we pissed his dad off. And then we killed his dad, but then we had to go into an Ascended Realm and do it again. And the lore backed it up, and all the bosses we fought, everything was lore-based. There was mystery, which was awesome. This game, to me, base game, didn't have that. Warmind did bring a lot of it in, though, because when you go to Mars, you meet Anna Bray, and you realize the Stranger is just Anna Bray's sister. Pretty cool, because they said they were never going to go back to the Stranger. And it was that Bungie actually made it a real-life mystery, which I think people on Reddit followed the clues and discovered it. It was never told to us in the game. At least I don't think it was, not till after. But I found that to be really cool. And that's more of what I like in Destiny, is the mystery and the lore side of things.
Above us.
Which
Let's
I don't think
they
really did a lot in the base game. It was just a straight first-person shooter. Of course, with a pretty good Destiny spin, but you know what I mean. It wasn't a horrible game. I did like the campaign from a story element, but everything fucking up too quick. The tower gets destroyed, we kill a dude, and then we move to a new tower and just pretend
The team
the tower didn't get destroyed, and
they were good people.
there weren't people who were lost. I mean,
best.
not a horrible campaign, but I think Destiny is best left to do a very, very loose campaign and leave a lot of the ends open to lore. I think that was the best, with like the Exo Stranger. The first vanilla campaign of Destiny 1 made no fucking sense. I mean, Atheon was mentioned in that one optional mission.
The door's sealed.
There was one optional mission where Atheon was mentioned. So, the first Destiny campaign, it wasn't clear on what it was about. But some people hated that, and
Wish
I
I could be out
understand.
there with
But
you.
to me,
Pull the
that's
trigger
the ideal
myself.
Destiny campaign.
My team.
Nothing's really explained to you, and by the end, you probably don't know everything. You don't understand everything. You don't understand why everything is going. You have to read the lore. You have to do the raid. A lot of people said, "Why should my story come from the Grimoire?" I'm fine with that. A lot of people did have a problem with having to read half the story, more than really half the story, through Grimoire, which is why there was no Grimoire in D2. Most of the story was told through the game. Weapons until Forsaken did not have lore. There were no Grimoire. And then, of course, they did add the lore tab in Forsaken, which was well needed. we definitely needed that. That was absolutely a need in this game. So I'm happy they brought that back. But again, like I said in the last video on the Ice and Shadow mission, they got rid of things that didn't need to go. And they've been doing that throughout this whole game. And I've never really reviewed this game, so I guess when I play these missions,
expect a welcoming party in there.
I might as well just talk about the game, because I never actually did a review for it.
Swinging back around.
You think after 3 years of doing great things and doing some not so great things in Destiny 1, you know, from vanilla to the DLCs to Taken King to Rise of Iron, you think they would have learned the perfect way to do a Destiny game, which in my opinion, the last 6 months of Destiny 2, probably on par with Taken King, is the best time to ever play any Destiny game. Taken King as a whole was fantastic. It was challenging but rewarding. Motherfucker! But it was challenging and it was rewarding. My max light in Taken King, it got to 335. My max was 334. And I have over 30 days put into D2, or D1. So, I mean, believe me, I played my fair share of Destiny 2, or Destiny 1. And the fact that I never maxed for me was awesome, because that meant I came back every week and I had things to do every single day when I logged on. This game, with the exception of Forsaken, I maxed and probably got a week from the launch, maybe 2 weeks. It all depended on the lucky drops from the weekly heroic type stuff. But in D1, I think it was so much harder to level up, but at the end of the day, that made it so much more rewarding when your light went up. Whereas in this game, your light can jump 2 or 3 times with one powerful engram. Which is okay, I guess, but at the end of the day, that means you're done in 3 weeks, and then you play a different game for 3 weeks, or more, until the next DLC or next event drops.
You better run!
So D1, they really made it so you always had to play. There was always something to go for, which is why I thought D1 was such a better game. Whereas this game, I felt like, you know, after about a month of the DLC coming out, keep in mind, the first 2 DLCs were supposed to last 5 months each. We went from May to, I think it was, September was Osiris. Or no, September was base game, December was Osiris, May was May was Warmind, and then September was Forsaken. And I maxed with Warmind so fast. Now, like I said in the last video when I talked a little more extensively about Warmind, there was a lot of shit to do. There were collectibles, there were hidden things to find. But if you actually tried to do them, which I didn't really go too hard doing, it was not going to take you from May to September when Forsaken came out to finish all of it. It wasn't. If you really strived and tried to do it all, like I said, I never did. I just kind of played the game max and didn't play for a while.
All right, Guardian.
There was nothing to do.
Now go take care of Thumos for us.
But overall, this game is not bad. I think a lot of people mix it up with a bad game. I just don't think it's as good as D1. As a video game itself, it's a great game. The game itself is very good. It's just not as good as D1. And a lot of people who bought D2 played D1. So, we knew what we wanted. And after, like I said, after D1 lasted from 2014, 2015, 2016, 3 years, 4 or 5 expansions, you think they would have known exactly what we wanted and how to perfect it. And like I said, the last 6 months of Destiny 1 were probably the best time. When all of the old raids came back, everything came back. Ice Breaking came back and had a really cool quest. Everything came back. There was a Galahorn quest. I just melted that motherfucker. That was a boss, by the way. But, fuck, video ends and I'm still ranting. We'll go to the tower and open these engrams, I guess. But yeah, I think overall,
you did a hell of a job,
they got it perfect when all the raids were back. Everything felt relatively balanced. Everything was fun. There was always something to do. So when this game launched, I think we all kind of had this idea of, well, you guys perfected it. Took you 3 years, but you did perfect it. So what's the holdup? Why did Destiny 2 launch and through Curse of Osiris not be that good? Vanilla D2 was actually decent. I think Osiris, the state of the game in Osiris was much worse than the state of the game at launch. At least at launch, it was new to everybody and we enjoyed what we had to do. Once Osiris came out, they didn't add enough to keep us intrigued. There really wasn't much, because Osiris, there were like 5 missions. 2 of them, in my opinion. And then when they changed missions into strikes, to me that was so bad. But that fucking Vex strike from Osiris was, in my opinion, the worst strike in the history of Destiny. I thought that strike was terrible. And the Cabal one was okay at best. Turning missions into strikes. Fucking don't do that. The 2 in Warmind were actually fun. But still, don't do that. I can't stress that enough, because that, on Bungie's part, for all the money they make and all the money they have, that looks horrible. When you only release an 8-mission DLC, 2 of them become the strike. It just looks god-awful on their part, and it's not fun for us. It's no fun for us to have to play that. Did I land already? Thank you. Yeah, overall, the Dawning, just on a completely different note, the Dawning was actually pretty good. I said the last time, the Dawning was great. I really, really enjoyed the Dawning. I'm hoping for an exotic something out of these. That or the winter armor set, because, well,
Eververse isn't just a type.
Shut the fuck up, no one likes you.
At your service.
If you were at my service, you'd fuck off and never come back. Nothing good. We got the helmet for the Forsaken microtransaction armor set, and we got a ghost shell from the Dawning.
Thank you for shopping at Eververse.
Not sure how I feel about ghost shells not being circles and being these weird looking weird things. I'm not sure how I feel about ghost shells being that.
Hi.
I think I'm a Destiny 1 purist in that regard. Good, the helmet looks like. Maybe it's cool. I'm never gonna wear it because the helmet I got is what I like. Really basic helmet. At least we got, you know, I try to complete the microtransaction armor sets. I've never bought in this game. Let me make that clear. I've never bought silver. It is actually just very, very easy to get engrams. I will give them credit for that. They made it easy to get engrams. So, and one thing, I just don't know what the point. By the way, if you only wanted to watch the mission, you're good. But I don't know what the point of this whole Black Armory paid expansion was. Of course, when I got Forsaken, I got that super season pass bullshit. The whole point of that Black Armory, it seems useless. I really don't know what the point of it is yet. Everything seems too hard to unlock so far. It's confusing, which I like. In Destiny, I like things to be confusing. I don't want shit to be crystal clear. Destiny is not a game where things are supposed to be clear. You're supposed to have to figure it out or watch a dado video, which is what I do. But this lady doesn't fucking help for shit. It looks like you need to get bounties or do these, which gives you ballistic logs to get these. I really don't know what this shit does. Yeah, I'm not sure. These are the only way to get ballistics. Just doing bounties is not hard. It's just one of those things where I have to do it and remember to do it.
I'll be here.
I don't care. But yeah, so Black Armory is something I have to look at a little more, which eventually I will do. I don't know if these are all actual weapons or what their deal is. We'll see. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. That was a really quick rip of Thumos the Unbroken. And Ice and Shadow is also going to be up. So that's 2 missions in one night. Hope you enjoy. Till next time, guys. Dozer03 signing out.